Some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Remember that one? The Dark Knight. A pretty good summary of a particular kind of villain. But what about the ones who can be bought? The ones who build their empires on secrets and lies, who trade in human misery and call it socializing? Today, we're taking a deep dive into a story so sordid, so sprawling, that it makes most Hollywood thrillers look like a Sunday school picnic. We're talking about Jeffrey Epstein. And more specifically, we're talking about the grand, infuriating, and utterly predictable cover-up of his crimes. And just to add a little salt to the wound, a man who promised to drain the swamp seems to have misplaced his plumbing schematics. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. That's what the great and powerful Oz told Dorothy. And for years, that's exactly what the world did with Jeffrey Epstein. He was the man behind the curtain of wealth and influence, pulling strings and hosting parties for the global elite. We saw the glitz, the glamour, the endless parade of powerful friends, politicians, princes, and presidents. What we weren't supposed to see was the grotesque machinery that powered it all, a sophisticated network of abuse, preying on vulnerable young women and girls. The official story, of course, is that Epstein, a man who held the secrets of some of the most powerful people on the planet, simply decided to end it all in a high-security federal facility. Just like that. Nothing to see here. Folks, move along. The guards were asleep, the cameras malfunctioned. It's a series of unfortunate coincidences that would make Lemony Snicket blush. As Vizzini from The Princess Bride would say, inconceivable. But let's be honest. Does anyone with a functioning brain cell actually believe that? It's a narrative so full of holes it makes Swiss cheese look like a solid block. It's like a bad movie script, the kind where the villain is conveniently eliminated in the third act to tie up loose ends. He's dead. Case closed. Roll credits. But this isn't a movie. These are real lives, real victims who were promised justice. And what they got was a neatly packaged lie. And what about the list? The infamous Little Black Book? For a while there, it was the stuff of legend, whispered about in hushed tones. The great unsealing was supposed to be our all-is-revealed moment. Instead, we got a trickle of information, heavily redacted, and a Justice Department that now claims a client list doesn't even exist. Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown. The system protecting itself. It's a tale as old as time. The powerful look out for the powerful. It's just what they do. Which brings us to the man who was supposed to be different. The man who rode into Washington on a wave of populist anger, promising to shatter the establishment. Back in 2002, Trump called Epstein a terrific guy and said he was a lot of fun to be with. He even acknowledged that Epstein likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. A ringing endorsement, wouldn't you say? When the horrific nature of Epstein's crimes came to light, Trump distanced himself. He claimed he had a falling out with Epstein and wasn't a fan. It's the classic, I knew him, but I didn't know him defense. It's like in Goodfellas when they all pretend not to know each other after a hit. Never seen him before in my life. The betrayal here isn't just about a past association. It's about the promise that was made. The promise to hold the corrupt accountable, to expose the rot at the core of the system. Instead, what did we get? We got a Justice Department that, under his watch, slow-walked, stone-walled, and ultimately, left us with more questions than answers. The swamp wasn't drained. It was just redecorated. It's enough to make you cynical, isn't it? It feels like we're living in a world where the bad guys win, where money and power are a get-out-of-jail-free card. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. In this case, the trick is convincing us that justice was served. We, the public, are left feeling like the audience in The Truman Show, slowly realizing the world we've been shown is a carefully constructed facade. We see the inconsistencies, we hear the whispers, but the people in charge just keep smiling and telling us the weather is perfect. So, what's the takeaway from this whole sordid affair? Is it that our institutions are broken beyond repair? That the rich and powerful will always get away with it? Maybe. Or maybe, just maybe, it's a call to keep asking questions, to keep demanding answers, to not let them just change the channel and hope we forget. Because at the end of the day, all the money, all the power, all the carefully crafted lies, they can't erase the truth. And as Dr. Ian Malcolm warned us in Jurassic Park, life finds a way. And so does the truth. It might be buried, it might be suppressed, but it's still there, waiting. We were promised a reckoning. What we got was a shrug, and that's just the way it is. And that, my friends, is the biggest betrayal of all. It's the quiet, soul-crushing disappointment of realizing your heroes might just be part of the same corrupt club they promised to dismantle. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. That's the attitude of the powerful. But we have to. We have to give a damn. Because if we don't, who will?